Today's class is about how to build a relationship with your child, a relationship that allows your child to trust you, a relationship that allows your child to respect you and to confidently talk to you anytime, to open up to you. You know, a lot of the struggles parents have, a lot of the things we complain about misbehaviors in children can actually be greatly minimized, if not completely taken out, when we have a relationship with our children. And again, the goals we have as parents, the vision we have as parents are going to be easier, much easier for us to achieve when we have a relationship with our children. Having a relationship with your children actually means you are on the same page. It's easy for you to influence your child when you have a relationship with your child. And that's all what we are going to be learning today, how to have a solid relationship with our children, a relationship that can lead to influence. This is Parenting with Enimie Orebo, and my name is Enimie Orebo. I'm the lead coach at the Visionary Parent Academy, an academy that empowers parents with the confidence of parents who has a vision. We start by crafting our vision, and then we break it down into actionable steps to realize our vision at the end of the day. If you're not a member of the academy and you are getting this video, it's fine. It's one of the things we do. We record free videos, we hold free masterclasses, and we invite members of the public to come and get a snippet into what we do in the academy. If you are seeing me for the first time, well done. What you want to do is to subscribe, is to like, is to leave a comment, most especially is to share the good news that there is value-packed parenting masterclasses in this video. I tell you, sit back, go back to all our videos. You are going to highly blessed because you're going to have your parenting questions answered and your parenting struggles practically solved for you in all our masterclasses. So let's go into the topic of today: how to build a solid relationship with your child. We cannot overemphasize the importance of building a relationship with your child. Before I decided to have it as one full class, why you need to how to build a relationship with your child, you know that the benefit of building a relationship with your child outweighs the benefit of not having a relationship with your child. Many times when parents complain about their children, you can just trace it down to no relationship. Now, sit back and look at it as a parent or as an adult or as a teacher or anyone. Look at your personal life. There are people you respect, people you do not want to offend, people you love, you can do anything for. You want to look at them, it is because you have a setting. They affect you in a certain way. That is why you are so sold out to them. Now, the same thing happens when you have a relationship with your child. When you have a relationship with your child, they do not want to offend you. You know, they want to, because out of respect, out of love, even when they don't want to listen to you, even when they don't agree with you, out of love and respect, they agree. You can influence them. So, dear parents, one key you need to hold firmly in your parenting, that is, if you have a vision, is to have a relationship with your child. And it is not rocket science. It is not something that is overwhelming, having a relationship with your child. No, it's just deliberate things on your part, which I'll be sharing with you today. Now, let me quickly share with you some of the benefits of having a relationship with your child. One of the things that happens when you have a relationship with your child is your child feels loved. Your child feels seen, feels heard, and it rubs off on their self-esteem. Your child has a healthy self-esteem because they are loved, they are happy, they feel valuable, they feel important. That's one thing. Another thing that happens is your child is easily able to talk to you. They're able to share with you what goes on with them when you have a relationship with your child. Another thing that happens is your child misbehaviors, they are greatly minimized. Why? Because they do not want to offend you. Another thing that happens when you have a relationship with your child is you are able to influence your child. You are able to influence them. Like I said, they don't want to hurt you, so they want to listen to you. You also see it in the other aspects of your child's life, their academics, their skills, because they are happy, they're in a good place. So everything just flourishes. It's easy for them to build life skills as resilience. It's easy for them to want to cooperate with their siblings because they actually feel loved. You know, there are so many things I really want to teach you about. Signs that you don't have a relationship with your child, things that actually affect your relationship with your child, that make it not easy for you to have a relationship with your child, and a lot more. But the thing is, this class is going to be super long if I do all of that. So what I have done is to put them together in a quick resource that is only available to the Visionary Parents Academy members. So if you want to enjoy that free ebook and a lot of other resources we have, you need to join us in the Visionary Academy. It is a place you need to be. The Visionary Parent Academy is a place you need to be. You need to see our reviews. You need to see our testimonials. It's just 2024 cohort is just January till now. And we had another batch from February till now. And February, beginning of February till now. And the reviews have been so amazing. We have a lot of things we do in the class. We practically push you, encourage you to take action. We have a lot of activities that will encourage you to take action, daily actions towards your parenting vision. You start by crafting your parenting vision, and then you have daily plans, daily activities that will push you towards your parenting vision. So you need to join us, because you are going to really enjoy it a lot in the academy. So let's go into how to build a solid relationship with your child. Now, before we are even going to share some practical tips with you, I want you to sit back and reflect on that one person that you love, you respect a lot, a great deal, maybe a family member, maybe a friend. Just sit down, take your pen and take your paper. And by the way, if you are coming to watch me on this channel and you don't have your pen and your paper with you, you are going to be leaving so much value behind. So what I encourage you to do is, anytime you are coming to the Visionary Parents Academy seminar, whether paid or free, whether you are a member or not, come with your writing materials. Because even me, when I go back to watch my videos, and I go back with writing materials, because sometimes these things are just divinely inspired. That is the truth. So you need to have your materials, your writing materials. So the first thing I want you to do, I said, sit back and reflect. People who you love, who you respect, who you can almost go the extra mile for. Ask yourself, what is special about them? How have they impacted you? What is that one thing about them that you can say, oh, this is why I'm so sold out on this person. I'm so loyal to this person. Yes, people you are loyal to. You want to sit back and look at it. Now, the first tip to building a solid relationship with your child is to be present in your child's life. To be present. By present, I'm not talking about time, how much time you spend with your child. Yes, time is important, but come to think of it, we all don't have the luxury of extra time, especially in this economy where the two parents who have to work, because things are so expensive now. So you need side hustle, you need to double your hustle to be able to meet ends meet. So we are not really talking about the amount of time you spend with your child. We are talking about the quality of the little time you have to spend with your child. Now, the first exercise I gave you was for you to sit down and look at the people you are loyal to, the people who influence you, the people who you feel who are important in your life. What are they doing? You want to learn from them and apply those things to your own life as a parent. Now, the second thing I want you to do as a parent is sit down and look at the time you have with your children. You go to work in the morning, you come back late in the evenings. When do you have time? What time do you have with your children? Wake up time, when you wake them up in the morning to bathe them, that's the time. Or they are preparing for school in the morning. If you have teenagers, if you have preteens and teenagers, you wake them up in the morning for them to bathe, to prepare to school, to prepare for school. That is time. Or maybe you have younger children, it's time back from school time, homework time, that is time. Or for parents who really are so busy, weekend you have chores and all of that, those are time you have with your children. Be present in those times you have with your children. Be actually available. Be present with your children emotionally and physically. Most times parents are present. They are actually present physically with their children, but emotionally they are not present. You know, you are always pressured, you are angry, you don't have mastery of your emotions. No. Having mastery of your emotions is very important for you to build a relationship with your child. The little time you have with your child should be such that you spend connecting, you spend bonding. Even when your child has made a mess, your child has annoyed you, your child has misbehaved. Even while you want to correct your child, you should consider, hey, relationship first before even correcting your child. So what you want to do is that little time, take your pen, take your paper, write down the little time you have with your child. Wake up time, back from school time, homework time, chores time, family time, dinner time. That time, those small times, you don't really have the bulk of time, but those little time you have with your child, you want to deliberately make sure you are present. You are present in those times. You are not pressured. You are not overwhelmed. It's not easy. That is the very truth. But the truth of the matter is, if you have mastery of your emotions, you are going to be able to maximize those times to be present for your child. And emotions mastery is one of the major things we do in the Visionary Parent Academy. You need to join us, really. The next tip is active listening. You know what happens when you listen, when people listen to you? You feel seen, you feel heard, you feel important. You want to talk to that person again. That is another thing you should do. Always make listening to your child a priority. Your child comes to you to tell you something. Listen to them. Put your phone away. Active listening is a major topic we need to even treat. Put your phone away. Be present in your mind, in your body. Sometimes you say, oh, these children, what are they saying? Nonsense. I read somewhere that if you don't learn to listen to the nonsense your children have to say when they are small, when they have the major thing to say, they will not trust you enough to want to share with you. So active listening, as an adult, when someone listens to you, you feel important. We are currently reading a book in the academy because one of the things we do is to read books. We are currently reading a book by Dale, How to Win Friends and Influence People. And when there's a part about the book, when you listen to people, when they talk to you, you listen to them. It simply means that you are interested in them. It makes them feel so good about themselves. They can go on and on talking about themselves, and they will want to come back and talk to you. I don't remember the particular story he shared about when they went for a function, and so there was a woman that was sitting next to him, and so the woman and him, they started a conversation, and the woman was just talking on and on about herself, and she was listening. At the end of the day, the woman told the host that, oh, this man is a very fantastic conversationist. And he told himself, like, seriously, we didn't have a conversation. All the while we're listening, I was listening to you, not necessarily having a conversation with you. That is exactly what happens. I personally have come to realize that people, when you listen to them, when they are talking, you listen to them, oh, they can go on and on. And next time, they'll always want to talk to you. Why? Because you listen to them. They feel what they are saying makes a lot of sense. Even when what they are saying doesn't make sense, you just listen. When you are listening, you use the right body language. Like you nod, you encourage them to talk on, you ask questions to really show you are interested in what they are saying. Guess what? They're going to want to talk to you again. And same thing happens to your child. When you have the habit of listening to them, they want to say something, you prioritize listening to them over what you are doing. It makes them feel important, happy, relaxed, loved, and they want to come to you next time. Next tip is open communication. Let your child be free to talk to you. Let them be free to talk to you, to express themselves. You are not a bully. Don't always shut them. No. Sometimes you feel, what they are saying is not important. No. I always say to parents, you have the cars, you have the phone. They are important to you. You have your office document. These are things that are important to you. You have your laptop. They are important to you. But for your child, those toys they have, they are the things that are important to them. You see, okay, as a mom or as a husband or as a wife, you have an issue with your partner. Oh, you feel it's very important. You have an issue with your business partner. You feel it's very important. You have customers stressing you. You feel it's very important. You have your boss stressing you. Oh, these are major things to you. Your child doesn't have a spouse yet. They don't have a business partner yet. They don't have a boss yet. So in their little space, their friends in school, their seatmates, these are the people that represent these people. The boss, your partner, your customers. what they mean to you, the same thing those children in your child's life, their seatmates, their friends, the neighbor, the same things those people mean to them. So when they also have issues with them, they feel the same way you feel when you have issues with those important people in your life. When the government makes a policy and you are not comfortable, affect your business, the same way your child feels when the class teacher makes a policy your child is not comfortable with. So allow your child to express themselves. Let them be free to talk to you, openly come to you and talk to you about how they feel. That way they feel important, they feel heard, they feel seen. One way to build a relationship with your child is to have an open communication. Let them be free to talk to you, to express themselves. Tip number 4, show affection. Use touch, words of affirmation, act of service, gifts, quality time. Speak your child's love language. Show affection. Express love the way your child wants to be loved. Your child feels loved. Show affection. For very many parents, I know it's not easy for them to even say I love you, to hug their children, to do things for their children because of where they are coming from. A lot of us growing up, these things were luxury. They didn't come handy. So, but you do not have to pass it on to your children. You do not have to pass this unhealthy parenting lifestyle to your children. Now, this is why you need an emotion mastering class. This is why you need a class that helps you break away from your childhood baggages, a class that helps you heal from your childhood traumas. It is very important, and it is one of the things we do in the Visionary Parent Academy. A class that helps you break unhealthy parenting cycles. You need it so that you can cultivate a good relationship with your child. A relationship that will lead to influence and help your child behave well. You need this, the Visionary Parent Academy. You need it. Oh, you need it. Because a lot of the things we do will help you parent effectively, more effectively. Another thing is to respect your child's individuality. Respect who your child is. Every child is not the same. When you constantly compare your child, it's a sign that you do not respect who your child is. You compare your child, you pick up random advice anywhere. You want to force your child to be who your child is not. It strains your relationship. You know why? Because your expectations they'll become high, they'll become unrealistic, and you are going to be pressuring your child. When your child cannot meet these expectations, you are pressuring your child. You are constantly comparing, nagging, whining. You are even burning out. You will not have time to connect with your child. So respect your child, who your child is. Understand the child you have. I have a book, Understanding Your Child, I'll recommend at this point. Understand the child you have. Understand your child's temperament, your child's love language, your child learning style, everything you need to understand your child passion, their interests, their talents. Understand the child you have. Everybody has we are all unique individuals. So understand the child you have and parent that child you have. Respect your child for who he is. When you respect your child, when you appreciate your child, it's easy for child to love you, to come around, and it makes parenting easier for you. That way you can actually build a healthier relationship with your child. The next tip is set boundaries with love. Don't be too rigid. No. Yes, we all know that structure and boundaries are what make children strive, but don't be too rigid in it. Don't make your expectations unrealistic. Sometimes it feels like punishment for the child. You have so much rigid boundaries that what is age appropriate, what is harmless to the child, you do not allow the child. The child will feel left out. Now, this is why I always tell parents that, see, you need to have your vision. You need to know exactly what you want, because your vision determines every other thing that goes into it, every other thing you do, your parenting choices and all of that. So when you are creating your boundaries, you know exactly what you want. Oh, it is for the good of your child. So you can be consistent. Your child can trust you. It's not just some random things you are doing, because everybody is doing it, you are doing it. No. You want to set boundaries that allows your child to grow, allows your child to be themselves, allows your child to feel loved, to feel heard, seen, and appreciated. Allow your child some level of independence. Yes, age appropriate independence. Let them do things on their own. Let them take decisions. You know, guess what happens? It makes your child feel you trust them. And because you trust them, it's easy for them to trust you. That is a mutually beneficial relationship. You trust me, I trust you. You trust your child to be able to handle certain things. I see parents, we are always forcing. You force your child to wear certain clothes. You force your child to eat. You force eat certain food. You force your child to do everything. I always wonder, if it's not an emergency, if it's not risky, if your child's life is not at risk, why the force all the time? So allow your child some level of independence, age-appropriate independence. It helps your child trust you. Celebrate your child's achievements, whether big or small. Be happy with them, lift them up, play around with them, make a mountain out of the little achievements. We all like people who are genuinely happy for us. We love people who celebrate us. Yes, who see good in us. See good in your children, celebrate them. Yes, they are not A students, but there is something they are definitely good at. Yes, look for that thing and celebrate them. What is that little achievement? They may not have been the number one, the first on the list, but they are number two, they are number three, they are number four. Celebrate that little achievement. It encourages them. It makes them feel happy, feel loved. They trust you. It boosts their self-esteem. It builds a good relationship between you and your child. Don't you like people that celebrate you? Or people who always say, no, is it because everybody in your class must be a lodo for you to come out in a first position? Haba, we don't like it. Your children too don't like it. So the little achievements they come up with or they are able to achieve, celebrate it. It's a big deal. It encourages them to win next time and they trust you. It makes them know that, hey, no matter what, you got their back, like they say. Be patient with your child. Be tolerant towards them. A lot of things take time. Be patient. Homework time, be patient. They are not getting the grades you want them to get. Put in the work. Encourage them. Motivate them. Be patient. They are not getting the skills right. Be patient. You are trying to correct them. Be patient. A lot of things take time. They take time to nurture. They take time to grow. Understand and be patient. Patience will help you minimize the nagging, the yelling, those things that actually strain your relationship. Being patient will help you minimize that. Please be patient with your child. When you are patient with them, you are tolerant towards them, it makes it easy for them to trust you. Apologize to your child. I know this one will come as a surprise. Apologize to your child. When you are wrong, say you are sorry. It makes you vulnerable. You have made a mistake. Admit it. Take responsibilities for your actions. They see you as a human being. It's easy for them to trust you. It's easy for them to come to you because you also have told them that I am a human being. I make mistakes. Now, this is what I always tell parents in the Visionary Parent Academy to share their daily activities with their children. Share how your day went, the things you did, the mistake you made during the day, your achievement, your goals, everything, your goals you set out to achieve, the obstacles you had on your way, everything. Share with your children regularly. Why? They see you as human being like them. When they see you as a human being, it makes it easy for them to relate with you. It makes it easy for them to relate with you. We are one of a kind. We are alike. It's just like you. You travel to a place where you meet someone like you. Amongst everyone, it will be a lot easier for you to relate with that person that you probably are coming from the same place. That is exactly what happens when you apologize to your child. They see you as a human being like them. You make mistakes the way they make mistakes. You are not a saint the way they are not saints. So it's easy for them to trust you. It's easy for them to relate, to come and tell you, oh, see what happened to them. Why? Because you simply apologize. You told them you are a human being. You told them you make mistakes too. You take responsibilities for your actions. So it's easy for them to see you as a human being and they can relate with you that way. Apologize. Apologize. Create special moments with them. Not just creating special moments, also celebrate special moments with them. Celebrate their special moments, their birthdays, their children's days, anything at all, anything. Just remember those special days to them and celebrate it. I have a friend whose, when her husband doesn't remember the birthday or their wedding anniversary, is a big deal. Is a big deal. And when the husband remembers on his own, is always extra. So celebrate those special moments with them. Their birthdays, make it a big deal. Make it all about them. Give them special treatment. Make them feel special. They just know that they are special to you. They know that for you to remember those things, it makes them feel special. It makes them feel loved. So celebrate your children's special moments and deliberately create special moments with them. Why I put it together, because personally I love when it's their birthday, it's children's day, it's just something about them. I love to make it extra special. When we have to go out, for example, I always love to make it, okay, this is a special time, a special moment. This is the person we are celebrating, so we are having this moment celebrating this person. So celebrate their special moments and create special time to celebrate their special moments. It makes them feel special, feel loved, feel important, and it builds your relationship with them. Support their interests. Don't be a killjoy. Support their interest. Everyone loves someone who supports their interest. It shows that you trust them, their hobbies, their passions, their talents, anything they pick interest in. Support it. Find a way that they can actually maximize it, the way they can grow in it. Whatever you can help them do it. If it's to get them a trainer, get them a trainer. If it's to just register them for a course to help them grow, register them for a course. Just support their interest. It simply means that you have their best interest at heart. It simply means that you trust them. It simply means that you are there for them. I talked about this again. Spend quality time. Quality time. I know you don't have all the time in the world, but the little time you have every now and then, make it time for quality. Find out how you can make it time for quality. Now, this is why you need knowledge. You need knowledge, because we always think children are misbehaving. We always think they are driving. They were sent to drive us crazy. No, they were not sent to drive us crazy. When something happens, there is always a reason behind it. And if you can address that reason, you can minimize the likelihood of that thing reoccurring. That way you are able to spend more quality time with your children. I have, I don't know if you are following me on Facebook. You should follow me on Facebook and follow my Facebook reel, because I drop tips every now and then. One time parents are always fighting with their children is during homework. It doesn't have to be so. Homework for very busy parents can actually be a time you can take advantage of, a time to bond, a time to model, a time to teach. So make your time with your child. Spend quality time. You are busy, I understand, but make every little time you have with your child, make it a quality time. I have to bring it up again because I know very many parents are busy. We are limited when it comes to time. But the little time we have that we can take advantage of, we are still not taking advantage of it. So if you're a very busy parent, I beg you in the name of God, take advantage of the little time you have. Make it quality so that you can build your relationship with your child. Don't waste the little time you have. You don't waste it. Wake up time, don't waste it. Homework time, don't waste it. Dinner time, don't waste it. Chore time, don't waste it. Going to school to pick them up, don't waste it. Any time you have, don't waste it. Spend that time building your relationship. Don't waste it. Please. Quality time, take advantage of it to build a relationship with your child. Create family traditions, family rituals. Yes, just create time. Family rituals, time to do certain things, family rituals that your child will always remember. One of the things we do in the Visionary Parents Academy is either Friday evenings or Sunday evenings, we deliberately have family times where we bond. We can do any activity. We can just dance, we can take a walk, we can party and all of that. I said to them one day, just imagine your child away in university at the end of the day, and it's that Sunday evening, 7 p.m. and the child just remembers, when I was growing up in my home, at this time now we'll be doing this and that, memories, create memories. So create family traditions, weekly, monthly, yearly vacation, monthly, just Just create something. It can be time to bond. It can be certain things you do in your home, just the way you do certain things, the way that will promote unity among your family. Just have a way. That's why you need to have a structure in your home. Structure that promotes certain healthy traditions that will create memories, positive memories. I always say to parents that just see your child years from now, your child is a world changer like we all want, and sitting in front of a journalist, and the journalist is asking your child, when you were growing up, or how did you learn this? And they'll say, this particular thing, it has been a ritual for me since I was small. My mom used to do this, my mom made me do this, and all of that. Just create family rituals, family traditions that we nurture the child in your vision, that will help you raise the child in your vision, that your child will hold on to for life, forever. This is why you need to join us in the Visionary Parents Academy. What we do there, they are highly empowering. You cannot go through the Visionary Parents Academy and not be transformed. It's not possible, except you were not coming to class. We're not coming to class. You cannot go through the academy and not be transformed. It's not possible. You need to join us. They say seeing is believing. You need to join us, really. So create family rituals, family traditions, that will promote a healthy relationship between you and your child. Be a positive role model. Children learn by watching us. They learn by observing us. And one of the things that happens about modeling to your children is that for teenagers, because yes, children, they learn from you a great deal, especially when they are small. When they are older, they start taking on their own identity. Some of the things they learn from it, they may not really continue with it. That's the simple truth. However, when you model what you teach, it is easy for the child to see, this is actually doable. It's doable. And imagine if you have a community where everybody kind of have the same value system and everybody models it, your child sees it as it's a way of life. And they naturally just go with the culture. So model what you want your child to learn. Model respect, model kindness, model good behaviors, model politeness. Just model everything you want your child to learn, everything that will help you nurture healthy relationship with your child. Model respect. Respect me, I respect you. Model trust, model kindness, model everything your child needs to learn. Model patience. Everything your child needs to learn to play their role in your relationship, because you are having a relationship with your child. So your child has a part to play, even though it's still your duty to teach your child, to empower your child with the skills to play the part they have to play. You model the possibility of your child playing that part. Model everything they need, the skills they need to play their part in that role in your relationship. Model it. Kindness, tolerance, patience, respect, politeness. Model it so that your child learns from you. Involve them in decision making. Yes, involve your children in decision making. Let them know how things work. Sit them down, involve them. One of the things that happens is it's easy for them to comply when you involve them in decision making. And because they comply, it's easy for them to comply, then it's easy for all of you to be on the same page. That way your relationship is naturally being nurtured. So you have things you want to do. Let's say you have your own, let me use money as an example. Your children have things they actually want to buy. You have a limited budget, and you have things you want to do as a family. You sit your children down and you all look at it together. When they become teens and preteens, you look at it together. That way they know, we are actually working based on priority. Now this is why XYZ is top on the list. Now this is why what I want may not be so important, not be that much of a pressure right now. This is why I need to let go some of the things I want for us to meet a bigger need for the family. Involve them in decision making. When it comes to them, even when your children are little, as much as what clothes do you want to wear, it is their decision. It is not a big deal. I always say, when it is not a big deal, let your child handle the small stuff. Why you bother yourself about handling the big stuff? You don't have to force everything. You don't have to decide on everything. When it comes to the small stuff, let your child handle it. Last year, a parent shared something which I thought was very risky, but it was really very amazing. She said her son was a bit under the weather, so they went to the hospital and the doctor was going to give her child the injection. Her child was not ready to take the injection. He was crying. You know how children don't like injections. And she told the child, okay, if you don't want the injection, there's an option of drug. Would you rather want the drug? The child said yes, she would prefer the drug. Now, this is a child that ordinarily doesn't like to take drugs. And the doctor was surprised. Okay, I just think we should just give him injection and go, because children, they don't like to take drugs. And the child said he would prefer drug. And the parent allowed him. Guess what? Because it was the child that made that decision to take drugs, the child did not create any drama one day. The child took the drug. Day 1 to day 3 or day 5, she had to administer the drug. The child took the drug and the child was well. I thought, wow, it's one of the occasions I would want to force my child. No, this injection is for you to get better, so you must take it. But this parent had to allow the child take that decision, and because the child was involved in the decision, the child honored his own part of the bargain. So allow your children to be involved in your decisions, especially when they are preteens and teenagers. You know, they can make meaningful contributions. Even if they cannot make meaningful contributions, they can be there, they can understand. They will feel valued, they will feel important, they will know, okay, they will feel respected, and they will understand why things are going to be certain ways, and it will be easy for you to get their cooperation when you allow them to be part of your decision. So it's not every time you lord it over them. No, sometimes bring them in, involve them in your decisions, and it makes it easier for them to trust you, and then for you to nourish your relationship. Keep your promises to them. Don't make empty promises. Keep your promises to them. We all love people who keep their promises. Now, this is why your promises must not be empty. Your promises must not be from a place of excitement. I always tell my children, don't make threats when you are angry. Don't do things when you are angry. And don't make promises when you are excited, when you are super happy. No. Don't make promises. Don't be pushed to make promises. You know, remember the Bible. The Bible story where John the Baptist was beheaded because of a promise out of excitement. So don't make a promise out of excitement. No, because most times you will not be able to fulfill it. And you know, you keep failing in your promises. And remember in those days growing up, children with their older ones, oh, give me that money, I'll pay you back. And they never pay back. And it was always an issue among siblings. My husband has one, he says about his brother. His brother will always borrow money from him and will never pay back. And that always make them always angry. Made him always kind of angry at his brother. Now, your children may not be able to openly be angry at you, but they will just harbor this anger, you know, this unhappiness towards you. So make a promise that you can fulfill. You are not forced to make a promise. No, don't make a promise under any excitement, under any duress or anything. The same thing applies to threats. Don't threaten your child when you don't have any intentions of carrying out your threats. I will kill you, I will break your head, I will do this out. You can't do them. So don't even go there. Don't go there. Don't make any promise you have no intentions of fulfilling. It strains your relationship. You may think, oh, they are children. They grow knowing that mommy cannot be trustworthy, daddy cannot be trusted, you know. They grow with that mindset, and you wonder why you cannot influence your children. One reason is because you make empty promises. You've not delivered on your promise in the past. So how are they sure what you are saying is even the truth? How are they sure what they are saying is in the past you made a promise? You made promises to just get them to cooperate, to get them to do things, to get by, you know. Because of the moment, how are they sure what you are telling them is not actually because of the moment, to get by or to get them to cooperate? How are they sure? You know, so promises you can fulfill are the only promises you are going to make. And I think this is the 20th one. Be supportive. Be there for your child in good times, in bad times, all the time. Be your child's shoulder. Be their pillar. Children go through a lot every day, and I get super angry when parents come to pick their children from school and the first thing they are doing, they are correcting, they are nagging, they are smacking. Are you kidding me? Your children go through a lot every day. You don't realize it. Oh, because you think, oh, they are minor things. They are not minor to them. They are not minor to them. Their teacher told them, shut up and sit down. Their friends hit them. Someone lied against them. Someone did not allow them to play with the swing in the playing ground. A lot of things go on every time. Someone accused them wrongly. A lot of things they had, they did not get as many as they didn't pass well in their test scores. In their classwork, they didn't do well as much as they wanted to do. You know, they go through a lot every day, and your child comes back home and the next thing you are judging, you are criticizing, you are condemning. Are you kidding me? Someone comes to report your child to you and the next thing you are taking side already. What happens to your child? Your child, their reasons may be valid. They have emotions, things they go through. Please be there for your child. Be supportive. Support your child through the bad time support. Your child has misbehaved. They have made a mistake. It's fine. It doesn't define them. It doesn't define them. Be their pillar. Be their support through that mistake, through their time of regret. Whatever they have done. Be supportive. You know, be there for your child. Celebrate them when they need to be celebrated. Celebrate them when they are deserving of it. Yes, being there for your child, being supportive of your child, correcting your child in love doesn't mean you are indulging your child. No, you just need to set the you just need to understand the boundaries. You just need to be able to set the boundaries. Now, this is why as a family, you need to have your structure. You need to have your constitution. And it's one of the things the Visionary Parents Academy are also going to have. My family constitution. You see that? If what you paid for, if my family constitution is the only thing you get as a member of the Visionary Parent Academy, you have gotten more than enough. You have gotten more than enough. If my family constitution is the only thing you get, you've gotten more than enough, because that document alone will guide and frame your entire parenting. I tell you, someone said last time that this is just parenting this is all about parenting. And you get a lot more. So if you are watching me and you have not registered for the Visionary Parent Academy, you need to register now. You need to secure your spot now before we close for the year. You need to secure your spot now, because what you get in the academy is way more than what you are going to pay. The fee is simply 48,000 naira for the entire year for two people. That means you bring someone, both of you will pay 24,000 naira each to join the academy. And if you don't have anybody to pay, it simply anybody to pair with, it simply means you pay 36,000 naira, which academy will give you 3,000 naira monthly. Unfortunately, we don't do monthly. It's just a one-off. So which academy will give you 3,000 naira monthly, and they will give you so much. Even just the ebook you get every month is more than 10,000 naira. The materials you get every month is more than 10,000 naira. You are not paying for it. We have master classes that are paid for. We have them for you for free. We have how to help your child do better in school. We have how to understand your child's learning style, all of that. How to empower your child, empower your child like a pro. We have that. We have how to understand your child, crafting your vision, creating your structure. We have monthly master classes. We have also major master classes. Taking your child through the puberty journey. We have a lot of them, and they will come to you for free, while other members of the public are paying for it as much as 5,000 naira, 3,000 naira, 10,000 naira, 15,000 naira. You are accessing these classes for free, FOC, as a member of the Visionary Parent Academy, and is a one-time payment. And you when you access these classes, it's free to you for the rest of your, because you are added to the group, the Telegram group, where you have access to this class, and you are not taken out of the Telegram group forever. That is it. So if you have not joined us, come and join the Visionary Parent Academy. If you have parenting questions, parenting struggles, join us, because your questions will be answered and your struggles will find solutions. I am not even just capping. We do a lot in the academy. Thank you so much for watching today. And I do hope that if you have not subscribed, you will subscribe after now. If you have not left a comment, if you have questions to ask about how to join the academy, or about what you learned today, or about how to find if you have a question to ask, hopefully we have treated it in the YouTube channel. We are going to share the link with you. So do well to subscribe, do well to leave a comment, do well to like, and do well to share. Share your alumni group, share your church communities, share your children's school platform, share your community platform, share. Keep sharing. Let people know that we have value here. And leave a comment also, so that the more you leave comments, the more YouTube realizes, okay, this channel has something valuable and they want to actually share the link more for people to see. Thank you so much for joining me today or for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.